According to Buddhism and many other ancient philosophies like Stoicism, one of the biggest causes of suffering is having an expectation of the world, the people in the world, and then having that expectation not pan out. This is particularly difficult, or it can be particularly difficult in a relationship, for example, where you're doing nice things for other people and you're starting to build up an expectation of what they should do for you in return, but that never comes. And so you feel like you're giving, but you're not getting. Now, in many situations, this is a legitimate cause for anger. If you put your money into a vending machine and the chips just get stuck there, they don't come out, then you have a legitimate reason to be angry. You can demand a refund. Or if you have a contract with somebody, a legal contract, and you're supposed to do work and they're supposed to pay you, and you do what you're supposed to do, but they don't do what they're supposed to do, that's a legitimate reason to be angry. Or even a verbal contract. But it gets kind of squishy, and it can get very frustrating if you're in a relationship and you do nice things for people, but there's not really any explicit agreement that I do this for you, you do this for me. And you start to kind of build up an expectation in your mind of what you should be getting from them, but that doesn't come, and that can cause frustration, and that can cause relationship problems. Taken to an extreme, you can let this bubble over and you have a big fight and you say, I do all these nice things for you and you never do nice things for me. And they say, I never asked you to do those things. And that's a legitimate reason for them to not have to reciprocate, because you're doing things for them that they didn't really ask for. Taken to its extreme, imagine you're walking down the street and some smelly homeless guy walks up to you with his ding-dong hanging out, and he has half a sandwich, and he says, hey, here's the sandwich. I thought you would be cool, man. I want to give you this sandwich. And he's doing something nice for you, and he's expecting you to reciprocate that, but you just say, get away from me. I didn't ask you to give me that sandwich. That's kind of the same model that can happen if you do nice things for people only because you expect them to reciprocate. It's kind of like a manipulative tool. On the other hand, suppose you are somebody who just does nice things for people because that's who you are, and you figure some people will reciprocate and some people won't. And you use this technique, you use this model, you use this kind of behavior to qualify people. And the people that don't reciprocate, thanks, see you later, but the people that do reciprocate, these are the people that you keep in your life. So you're surrounded by people that appreciate and reciprocate your kindness. This way you're using this as a tool to qualify people, not as an expectation of the entire world. Because if you go through the world expecting everybody to reciprocate your kindness, you're going to be let down and you're going to be frustrated. Now, while it is true that there is a law of influence called the law of reciprocity, where you do good deeds for someone and they are going to feel compelled to return that good deed, a lot of psychologists believe the reason this exists is from both evolution and the idea that we don't like owing people things. So when somebody does us a favor, it's very hard to just accept it and walk away. We feel compelled to return the favor, but we want to get that done as soon as possible so we can kind of clean the slate. And so the law of reciprocity, it can be used as a manipulative tool, but not a way to build a relationship, not a way to maintain a relationship. The best way to create and build and maintain a healthy relationship is to sort and qualify as well as you can. So you're choosing the right people to build a relationship with, and not just expecting the world to reciprocate your kindness. Because even monkeys, even other mammals that follow the law of reciprocity, if a monkey is picking the bug out of another monkey's hair, they're going to keep score. They're going to remember who reciprocates and who doesn't. And if a monkey picks the bug out of another monkey's hair and that monkey doesn't reciprocate, this monkey is never going to do that again. So even monkeys have this instinctive law that says, if somebody doesn't reciprocate, I'm not going to be nice to them anymore. And so it's kind of an irrational thing to do, to keep doing nice things for people and expecting nice things to come when they've never come before. That's kind of a self-delusional, self-created trap that you put yourself in. So you can avoid that by just being outcome independent, by being nice to people, allowing them the freedom to do whatever they want in response, but choosing only to be with those people that have a high probability based on their behavior, based on your experience with them, to reciprocate the kindness that you give to them. Because your time and your efforts are valuable. You shouldn't be wasting time with people that don't deserve your kindness. You shouldn't be wasting time with people that don't reciprocate your kindness. So think about this. Think about being careful who you're nice to, being careful about how you start to imagine who should be nice to you in return, and instead just qualify people based on their behavior, not your expectations. Because if you live your life based on expectations, you're going to run into a lot of frustrations. On the other hand, if you build your life based on your experience with people, how well they reciprocate your kindness, you'll have a much better chance of building and maintaining healthy relationships and avoiding that frustration that comes from unfulfilled expectations. So let me know what you think in the comments. If you'd like to learn more about how to build and maintain healthy relationships, please check out the links below. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.